afternoon. I'm Jan Roberts-Breslin, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 School of the Arts Graduate Hooding Ceremony. Congratulations, graduates, job well done. I want to welcome the families and friends of our graduates who are here today. Your support has been incredibly important to the success of these graduates. We gratefully acknowledge that, and we thank you. Let me also take a moment to recognize our faculty. Emerson faculty are experts in their fields, scholars, artists, and professionals who care deeply about the success of their students. They help the members of the class of 2024 reach this milestone by providing an exceptional learning environment, and they have done so with care and compassion. Let's thank them. Earning a master's degree is a major accomplishment that requires effort and sacrifice. As graduates, you know this better than anyone. But graduate school is also a special opportunity to work very hard at something you love. In the coming years, I hope you will look back fondly on your experience in your program at Emerson, when you were able to write, create, critique, theorize, strategize, and bask in the learning while in the company of colleagues and mentors. At the same time, your master's degree has positioned you to succeed in your field by encouraging you to learn by doing, experiment, and envision the future of your discipline. Today is a day to celebrate and be proud of what you have accomplished. Then go out there and do Emerson proud. Congratulations to you all.
We'll begin with invocation. Please stand as you are able. Graduates of Emerson School of the Arts, this is the day when we celebrate the achievements, the papers, the creations, the twists and turns, the growth, and the stories that you have brought forth into this world. We are here to celebrate you, to celebrate us, to celebrate the journeys that have led you right here to this moment, and it is an honor to be here with you. As we begin today's ceremony with this invocation, we are called to engage in a practice that is ancient, with deep roots across a great many spiritual traditions. An invocation is, at its core, an invitation into stillness and reverence for that which we consider sacred. And on a day that we have anticipated and waited for so long, and one that is perhaps filled with flurry and busyness and exhaustion and excitement, we take this moment of invocation as a very needed pause to invite, to acknowledge, and to thank all that has given us guidance and inspiration on our journeys leading up to today. As is our tradition at many events at Emerson, we begin first by acknowledging the land upon which we stand. Here in Boston, we are on the ancestral and unceded lands of the Massachusetts people, whose name was appropriated by this Commonwealth. We pay respect to the Massachusetts elders, past and present. So too, in this moment of invocation, we also acknowledge and celebrate the diversity of paths and traditions present in this gathered community, and we celebrate that we find the sacred in so many different ways. For some, this is in the mystery called God. For others, we find the sacred within the wisdom of our ancestors, or in the beauty of nature, in the sparks of creativity, or in the pursuit of justice. However it is that you find sacredness in your life, I invite you to pause with me now and in our shared silence to invite you into your mind and into your heart all that you consider sacred. Let us be in silence. Thank you, congratulations, and welcome, each and every one of you, to your well-deserved graduate hooding ceremony. Please be seated.
I will now invite Kim McLaren, Dean of Graduate and Professional Studies at Emerson, to deliver the graduate ceremony address. Kim is a novelist, essayist, and journalist whose work explores systemic issues in experiential terms, anchoring questions of identity, humanity, and meaning in narratives of family, friends, and self. She is the author of many critically acclaimed novels and essay collections, including her most recent, Every Day Something Has Tried to Kill Me and Has Failed. Please welcome Dean McLaren.
Good afternoon. No. Good afternoon. Now we're talking. I'm from the South, and y'all know it's not impolite. That's right. Good afternoon. So, it's good to see you. Anyone who has ever been asked to give a commencement speech probably knows what I call the 6 stages of speech giving. Stage 1 is flattery. Me? Really? Followed by stage 2, smugness. I am going to give the most amazing, inspiring speech ever. Then comes dawning suspicion. Wait a second, why did they ask me so late? Followed by creeping anxiety. What if I have nothing to say? And then by blind terror, I have nothing to say. And finally, acceptance. It's fine. No one really cares. It's not about you. This is the place to get to as quickly as possible for a speaker, the understanding that on this day, a day of beginnings and endings, what you have to say is really the least important part. Last year, at my son's commencement, Tom Hanks was the speaker. Tom Hanks. Who does not love Tom Hanks? And the need for us to be better citizens, and the power of narrative, and the necessity of challenging both the big and the little narratives we have internalized, narratives such as imposter syndrome. Hat tip, I do not believe in imposter syndrome. And at the end of each one of these long sections, I was going to pontificate by saying, but I don't know. I'm not certain. I could be wrong. Now, that was version 1 of the speech, and trust me, it was brilliant, if not life-changing. But alas, I was instructed to cut it in half. So let me just cut to the chase and talk about just one thing which has occupied my mind lately. It's a particular human tendency I've seen blossoming all over the place. This tendency is called self-righteousness. The Oxford English Dictionary defines self-righteous as being, quote, convinced of one's own righteousness or moral superiority, especially in smug, intolerant, or hypocritical ways. Self-righteousness is as old as the rain, of course, but these days, like plastic waste and reckless guys on scooters, it seems to be everywhere. Self-righteousness has no age, no generation, no gender, no political affiliation or position on the ideological scale. Self-righteousness has no single position on the crushing and terrible and multiple events of the day. Self-righteousness is an equal opportunity tendency. And I'm struggling with it, you see, because I do believe in righteousness. I believe in civil disobedience, in the moral necessity of speaking up and speaking out, in condemning injustice and violence, and the casual, calculated disregard for human life, whether that disregard happens down the street or across the world. In his famous I Have a Dream speech, Dr. King quoted the prophet Amos, who warned the leaders of a society in which the poor and vulnerable were not protected, that God would not be placated by rituals and piety, displays of piety. And he said, quote, "Let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream." Righteousness, not self-righteousness. Where righteousness leads and inspires, self-righteousness tramples and suffocates, shutting out nuance, choking empathy, and ignoring the truth, the fundamental truth of human interconnectedness. In my short, somewhat unplanned tenure in leadership, I will confess that dealing with self-righteousness has been perhaps the most challenging aspect for me. It is a disheartening trait to discover in one's colleagues, and an even more disheartening trait to discover in oneself. At the very real risk of being self-righteous about self-righteousness, I think we all need to climb down off our high horses and meet in the middle if we're going to move forward. But I don't know. I'm not certain. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not certain. I could be wrong is something that I like to remind myself to say most mornings, a kind of mantra to start the day. Remember, Kim, you don't know. You really aren't 100% certain, no matter what you think. You could be wrong. It's a reminder to not get so full of myself that I start to believe that my way of looking at the world is the way instead of a way, one of multitudes. It's also a reminder of the relief to be found and not having to have an opinion about everything. Do we have too many billionaires for the common good? Will AI bring more harm than benefit? Is Taylor Swift the greatest musician of her time or wildly overrated? I don't know, and that's okay. When Socrates was told he was the wisest of all human beings, he rejected the title and set off to find someone wiser than himself. But after visiting and listening to the sages of the ancient world, he concluded that he was, in fact, the wisest of them all. Why? Because the sages knew nothing, but were convinced they knew everything, whereas Socrates knew exactly how little he really knew. Humility is the beginning of wisdom, or so I think. I could be wrong. So maybe I should just end by giving you some advice, the way commencement speakers usually do. So 3 quick things. 1, please keep reading. Not just social media posts, but newspapers and magazines and books, all of which, yes, do still exist. Nonfiction is wonderful. It informs and can expand perspective, but research particularly shows that fiction, in particular, increases empathy. Read fiction. James Baldwin said, "You think your pain and your heartbreak are unprecedented in the history of the world, but then you read." 2, travel as much as you can and for the same reasons that you read. Enough said. 3, here's a good one. Cultivate awe. Do you know that there are people who actually study awe? I learned that from reading a magazine called The Sun. There's a psychologist at UC Berkeley, and he has discovered that awe, which he defines as, quote, being amazed at things outside of yourself, is actually good for our mental health. What we feel when we are in the presence of a vast mystery, whether that mystery is God or nature or birth or death or poetry, which, as T.S. Eliot said, somehow communicates before it is understood, this feeling of awe helps us let go of our relentless focus on the self, and that is liberating. And we can cultivate this feeling. We can make awe a practice. Sit by the ocean, visit the redwoods, stand outside a church and listen to a choir, voices woven together in song. Walk across the Boston Common and stop to watch a red-tailed hawk soar across the sky. In my neighborhood, there's a massive oak tree on the corner that I pass every day that is probably 100 years old. My husband and I named this tree Omar the oak. Every time we pass, we place our hands on her rough bark and we thank him for all he has given to the world. And I always feel awe. And I feel awe right now, looking out at you, the class of 2024, and knowing that you head out to meet the very real challenges of the present moment with all the skills and all the talent and all the compassion that the world so desperately needs. The world is bruised and bleeding. Make no mistake about that. These are hard times. But as Toni Morrison said, hard times are precisely the time that artists go to work. Some of my colleagues like to say that they like teaching because being around young people keeps them young. I say, really? It makes me feel old and tired. But it's a good tired, the tired of a relay runner gritting it out towards the end of her leg, preparing to hand off the baton. I feel awe today because I believe each and every one of you are primed to grab that baton and run like hell towards a better, more just, more compassionate future for every human being. That's what I believe. Although, of course, I'm not certain. I could be wrong, but I hope you will go out and prove me right. Thank you. Thank you. We have invited two wonderful graduate students to speak to you today. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first graduate student speaker, Maria Emelita Mia Flor Bagué, or as many of you know her, Emy. I still have to do her bio. A first-generation Filipino-American, Emy was born and raised in the Boston area. She received her Bachelor of Arts degree from Boston University a solid 31 years ago, majoring in psychology and minoring in African American studies. Her career began in campus ministries in Poland in the 1990s, soon after the fall of the Berlin Wall. Emersonian through and through, Emy works at the college as Associate Director of International Student Career Services. She is a parent to a graduating creative writing student, has facilitated career courses, and is advisor to Emerson's Asian Students in Alliance. Last but not least, Emy has been a graduate student in the Publishing and Writing program. Please welcome Emy.
Good afternoon. I'm so happy and humbled to be here and so grateful to my fellow students who welcomed me as their peer, and to all of the faculty and staff who invested in us as we refined our skills and evolved as humans at Emerson's Graduate School of the Arts. Thank you. And while I have this mortarboard on my head, today I will trade it in for my mom hat to see Mika and Emmanuel, my Emerson undergraduate student and my high school student, graduate tomorrow and at the end of the month. The three of us are all class of 2024, together with you. Congratulations to us all. Before I begin, I want to recognize that many of us might be finding it difficult to celebrate at a time of upheaval and injustice in the world, and recently on our campus. It is right to feel this inner conflict. So it is when we experience the tragic loss of a loved one. Days of celebration that may follow are hard because we carry a full range of emotions within us. It is my goal that we can honor the lives lost by doing whatever we can with our education and our platforms and ultimately our own consciences to course correct within ourselves first, with the hope that the ripple effect will reach the world. The last time I stood before a sizable group was in 2008 at the memorial service of my late father, Dr. Seferino Bage. During high school and college a lifetime ago, when I was in plays, choirs, and a cappella groups, he faithfully came to all my shows. I know he's here with me now, and I dedicate this time to him, my Popsy. Pops was a physiatrist whose specialty was spinal cord injury. He helped his patients start over after life-altering events caused paralysis of their limbs. I didn't meet many of his patients, but I did see occasional thank you gifts appear at our home. What were the gifts? Art. Whether it was watercolor flowers created from a brush in the artist's mouth, or a spindly wooden spider spindly wooden tarantula carved with expert precision, these patients found inspiration in the midst of trauma to create something new. Each work of art was a testament to their healing and their new approach to life. But I'm sure there must have been a period of time, whether months or years later, before his patients developed the ability and confidence to share their gifts with others. After all, they weren't always artists, or were they? Nonetheless, at the heart of each work was a story of transformation, determination, and hope. I've had my own rounds of transformation. Have you? I was a terrible student back in the day and almost didn't make it, yet here I am 3 decades later getting my friggin' master's with all of you, incredibly talented people. I arrived at Emerson in February 2018 at the Career Development Centers as their administrative assistant. Now I serve international students as well as domestic students and alumni seeking global opportunities. I love my day job. I used to also nerd out as a child, circling typos in the Boston Globe before I even knew what copy editing was. And I had been a closet writer for years, a Dear Diary kind of poet, no matter how fast my heart beat as I wrote. But in the fall of 2019, I attended a lunch series hosted by former campus chaplain Julie Avis Rogers here at Emerson. Anthony Rodriguez, who's sitting over there, an undergraduate student at the time, was a guest presenter who would share his response to the series title, What Matters to Me and Why. His warm-up prompt for the group was, name your childhood hero from a book or a movie. As we went around the room, a startling pattern emerged. Those from underrepresented groups, including myself, had difficulty. A subsequent question arose. If there is a gap, is it our responsibility to fill it so that the next generation can have their childhood hero? My answer, in September 2020, I began my publishing and writing program. During the past 4 years, I dug deep and engaged in a way I never had before. The stakes are high. I am a creative, supporting creatives, and raising my own to engage the world. Grace Talusan, author of the Body Papers, came to campus this spring as the keynote speaker for Emerson's Teach-In on Race. In her speech, she said the words, I almost silenced myself. During her recent visit to our Boston area community called Eskwelahang Pilipino, or Filipino School, she spoke to K-12 students about books by Filipino authors, saying, there are a lot now, but there should be hundreds more. When meeting with my experimental poetry professor, Rajiv Mohabir, I shared my hesitations. How can my writing make the world more just? He said something to the effect of, Emy, you could write a poem about soup, and that would be your activism. Anthony, Grace, Rajiv, their words stuck with me. They challenged me to represent and persevere, poem in hand. Yes, I will say yes. Here today in the Schubert Theater, we are witnesses to each other's yeses. Yes, we will create new stories and beautiful and compelling new worlds through our poems, books, plays, and films. But can we add another yes? Can we commit to supporting each other in the months and years ahead as a community of creatives to help each other persevere, to collaborate and fight the temptation to silence ourselves? Popsy's patience, their worlds broke. Their art was their testimony of transformation. Others rallied around them to not give up. We might break too sometimes. Our world is broken and will keep breaking. Voices have been silenced, from Boylston Street to across the globe. All the more urgent is the need for both of our yeses, to create and to spur each other on to create. The world needs our art and our stories to heal and hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Emy. It is now my pleasure to introduce our second graduate speaker, Jordan Burnham Bialik. Jordan has a BFA in theater from NYU Tisch School of the Arts. They have been facilitating educational theater experiences for 8 years, and they use drama to facilitate connection, understanding, and critical discourse about our world with people of all ages, especially middle schoolers. They also use their knowledge and skills to practice engaged citizenship and rehearse real-life scenarios for liberation from oppression in schools, after-school programs, summer programs, community centers, and on the street. Since enrolling at Emerson, they have gotten married to Emma and had a baby girl named Phoebe. Jordan came to Emerson in pursuit of a teaching license to continue as a drama teacher and will teach drama and theater in a school after graduation. Please welcome Jordan.
Good afternoon. Esteemed graduates, faculty, staff, families, friends, and those joining us online. It's truly an honor to stand before you today. My name is Jordan Burnham Bialik, and I am deeply privileged to address the graduating class of 2024. We stand here as a diverse group hailing from different corners of the world, each with our own unique backgrounds and life journeys. We came to Emerson School of the Arts to invest in ourselves through learning and community. Together, we aim to enact meaningful change in our world through creative writing, publishing, film and media art, theater, education, and applied theater. Each of us graduating today has made sacrifices, big and small, to come to Emerson, and we are all leaving Emerson as a changed people. Certainly, none of us had a smooth ride. We've all worked incredibly hard, encountering numerous obstacles and systemic barriers. For me, I was lucky enough during my time at Emerson to get married to my wonderful wife, Emma, and we recently welcomed our beautiful daughter, Phoebe, into the world, who I haven't heard out there yet. I think I see her back there. And we're here today graduating. Let's pause to express gratitude to those who supported us through this journey. Thanks to the amazing Emerson faculty and staff, our families, chosen families, friends, and mentors for their care, time, and love. Let's give them a great big round of applause. In particular, I'd like to extend a personal thank you to my father-in-law, John, and my mother-in-law, Karen, for their boundless love and support during this pivotal moment in my growing family. I'd like to pose to us today a question. How will we leverage the arts to shape the world around us? Will our arts contribute to maintaining the status quo, or will we rise to the challenge of effecting positive change? As we reflect on our journeys and our hopes and dreams for our futures, I'd like to offer some wisdom from a personal hero of mine that I spent a good deal of time studying here at Emerson, the Brazilian social justice theater practitioner Augusto Boal. In his 1992 book, Games for Actors and Non-Actors, he remarks, "Wouldn't it be wonderful to see a dance piece where in the first half the dancers danced, and in the second they showed the audience how to dance? Wouldn't it be wonderful to see a musical where in the first half the actors sang, and in the second we all sang together? This is how artists should be. We should be creators, and we should also teach the public how to be creators, how to make art, so that we all may use art together." As we celebrate our achievements today, let's also acknowledge the privilege that comes with our Emerson education. With this privilege comes a responsibility to dismantle barriers and foster inclusivity within the arts community. Let's reject the notion of art as elitist and instead embrace its potential to foster empathy, connection, and dialogue across diverse perspectives. Indeed, all art is political. And all teaching is political. As we venture into the world, let us use our art as a catalyst for positive change, challenging the status quo, sparking dialogue and debate, and advocating for equity and justice. Lastly, in just a few short minutes, we, the graduating class of 2024, will become alumni of Emerson College. As has been true since the start of our Emerson journeys, we are each other's greatest assets. Let's continue working together, parlaying our expertise and assets into something much greater than ourselves. The revolution is happening because we came together. Once again, congratulations to all, and let's keep in touch.
Graduating class. They have so much promise, so much potential, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
Congratulations to all of our graduating Emy Bay candidates.
Just wanted to wish you congratulations on your graduation from Emerson College. And please remember to stay connected to Emerson. We love to hear what you all are doing.
Know that we're here cheering on for you.
Best of luck in your endeavors as you move beyond Emerson.
Congratulations. We are so proud of you. We are so glad you're here, and we can't wait to share you with the world, and I hope you're proud of yourself.
So, enjoy this day, celebrate with your family and friends, and always remember, the best thing that you'll ever create is yourself.
And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Will all of the master's degree candidates please rise? Provost Roberts Breslin, on behalf of the faculty of the School of the Arts at Emerson College, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts and Master of Fine Arts who have successfully completed all requirements.
Thank you, Dean Kandura. Graduates, please come forward and receive your hood.
May I present the master's degree recipients from Theater Education and Applied Theater. Perry Sherwood Albert. Ariana Lynn Bodwin. Allison Renee Beauregard. Amanda Catherine Bolt. Elena Rose Brole. Selena Marguerite Burgueño. Jordan Burnham Bialik. Hillary Casey Bushell. Camille J. Capello. Cray Casper. Emily Morgan Collins. Taylor Christine Cronin. Paxton Crystal. Kylie Ann Fletcher. Sophia Lindgren Galloway. Victoria A. Gittin. Mary Agnes Haddad. Lauren Halal. Tyler John James. Audrey Marie Johnson. Thomas Joseph Kelleher. Elizabeth Litt. Aaron E. Maitland. Sola Matsushima. Michael Karen McKeon. Kofowarola Grace Owokotomo. Mariam Remen Paracha. Lindsay Porter. Alexa Marie Querin. Olivia Ann Sanabria. Jacob Sanders. Margaret Allen Sulka. Bella Ophelia Tasha. Kayla Christine Thomas. Julia Caroline Witten. May I present the master's degree recipients from Film and Media Art. Carlo Miguel Ong. Charles William Bruin. Jonathan M. Krefeld II. Shauna Suzanne Figueroa. Catherine Fitzgerald. Nathaniel Winston Gardner. Yu Hua. Stephen Floyd Jackson. Imani Kali Jones. Shakara Christine Jones. Asma Koshmer. Claire E. Maskey. Isabel Rue Miranda. Rebecca Ocampo. Thomas Oregot. Carmen Isabella Perez. Valeria Rodriguez. Alex Rubinek. Nicholson Joshua Tybalt. Shuang Yang. Shouyu Zhang. May I present the master's degree recipients from Writing for Film and Television. Carrie Lynn Aggie. Jake Burke. Ranson Colt Collins. Jack Henry Stockton Day. Kayla Michelle Eisenberg. Laura Elizabetta Herman. Lauren Kelsey Kendig. Noelle Corianne Llewellyn. Ziem Mai Nguyen. Saren Rebecca Riggs Davis. Shai Schaefer. Madison Suzanne Zaleski. May I present the master's degree recipients from creative writing. Cynthia Ayeza. Evan Taylor Balakos. Alexandra Melrose Blozier. Suzanne Renee Boating Habada. Maggie Erin Burke. Andrew Matthew Bush. Sophie Grace Casarico. Joseph Chang. Elizabeth Ashling Chupak. Kimberly Costigan. Ashley Darkwa Anto. Monia Fidayel. Crystal Minerva Gomez. Luis Gerardo Gonzalez Kampalik. Sophia Grady. Rihanna Paula Hammond. Susanna Mary Louise Huth. Lucia Kenning Ziesler. Catherine Elizabeth Klima. Alexandra Gabriela Leiseca. Sarah Catherine Lewis. Kiran Maharaj. Hal Mahfouz. James Malpino. Sonali Mather. Davin F. McQueen. Zoe Love Mertz. Caitlin Elizabeth Mahalik. Meredith Mills Nash. Rebecca Pachinik. Gabrielle Grace Prusco. Jack Douglas Reiter. Claire Robertson. Cameron Shuttle. Christian Sears. Anna Catherine Stachura. David Alfred Valletta. Matt Herbert Lewis Weinberg. Wei Zhao. May I present the master's degree recipients from popular fiction writing and publishing. Bailey Ann Barquin. Alexis Jordan Burton. Sarah Main Burton. Safina Danish Elahi. Kai Elena Davis. Catherine Renee Elsie. Thomas Gaffney. Ying Gao. Samantha Elizabeth Goldthwaite. Sierra Noel Grazia. Marley Christina Green. Sophia Rose Laughlin. Lizzie Madrigal. Jacob Raymond McDaniel. Kaylee McDermott. Emily Mariella Piken. Natalie Roselli. Virginia Marie Sheehan. Antonio R. Vacanti. Anna Catherine Huerin. Jennifer Ashley Wong. May I present the master's degree recipients from publishing and writing. Maria Emelita Mirflor Baga. Kathleen Me Berry Lee. Catherine Ruth Billington. Mary Elizabeth Brabeck. Kelly Elizabeth Brabeck. Marissa Bradstreet. Ava Sophia Bratt. Joanna Emma Bonaconti. Talitha Joy Cargill. Alexis Julia Cossio. Caitlin A. Davis. Anthony Mario Duval. Sydney Ellison. Claire Elizabeth Fertlau. Erin Gaffney. Alexandra Grulich. Zoe Hunkier. Ellen Elizabeth Hatfield. Samantha F. Hinton. Jane Elizabeth Horowitz. Gabrielle O'Rourke Jonikis. Lindsay Kirk. Emily Faye Lang. Abigail Caroline Lang. Maggie Liu. Sam McCollum. Jenna Marie McKillop. Natasha Mary Monsey. Eric Michael Montagna. Kathleen Rose Nolan. Disha Patnaik. Avonlea Faith Phelps. Anna Kilpatrick Phillips. Delaney Lane Elizabeth Porter. Christina Angelica Rosa Cassiano. Zandra Rose. Mary Catherine Ross. Julia Faith Sager. Haley Slagle. Caroline Nicole Sellers. Emma Annabelle Shakokis. Chloe Madeline Shields. Emily Zabrowski. Samantha Renee Boateng Habada.
May I ask the audience to rise as you are able for the benediction and to remain standing for the closing and recessional. Thank you. Graduates, as you will go from this place, blessing the world with your work and words and beings, we now take this moment to confer our blessings upon you. May you always trust in wisdom, for it is a sacred compass within you. May you always treat yourself with gentleness, for you are worthy of compassion and care. And may you always know that you, your presence, and your work, and your being has already been a gift to many communities, and we here at Emerson are now honored to count you amongst our alumni. Now go forth with our pride in you, with our belief in you, and with our hopes that you will inspire others as you have inspired us. Congratulations, and go in peace.
Thank you for joining us today to mark this momentous occasion. Congratulations again to the Emerson College School of the Arts class of 2024. This marks the conclusion of our ceremony. Please allow our graduates to exit first.